गुड मॉर्निंग, प्रणाम, नमस्ते, आधावर से सुभान अल्लाह, शुभोदय, शुभ दिन। शुभ दिन के आवास मंगल के दिवस। अस्सलाम अलैकुम, अस्सलाम अलैकुम, गुड मॉर्निंग। मूकं करोति तत्पद्मपादुकां विदुरकाल ब्रह्मकाल संध्याकाल प्रातःकाल अरुणकाल उषःकाल उदयकाल मानसान्तर भावये मानसान्तर भावये तत्प्रणमामि मूकं करोति तत्पद्मपादुकां मूकं करोति साधूनां मूकं करोति ऋषीणां मूकं करोति मुनीनां मूकं करोति मुनीनां मूकं करोति योगिनां मूकं करोति गुरूणां वाचालं गुरुपादुकान् गुरुपद्मपादुकान् विदुरकाल ब्रह्मकाल प्रातःकाल संध्याकाल अरुणकाल उषःकाल उदयकाल हृदयान्तर भावये हृदयान्तर भावये तत्प्रणमामि नमस्करोमि नमस्करोमि नमस्कारान् समर्पयामि वेङ्कटेशाय विद्महे श्रीमन्नाथाय धीमहि तन्नः श्रीशः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा वेङ्कटेशाय इदं नमः ॐ देवकी नन्दनाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः कृष्ण प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा कृष्णाय इदं गुरुदेवाय विद्महे परब्रह्मणे धीमहि तन्नो गुरुः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा गुरुदेवाय इदं नमः ॐ अञ्जनीजाय विद्महे वायुपुत्राय धीमहि तन्नो हनुमान् प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा हनुमते 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 इदं मम नमः ॐ दशरथाय विद्महे दशरथाय विद्महे सीतवल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो राम प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा रामाय इदं नमः ॐ गोपालाय विद्महे गोपी जनवल्लभाय धीमहि तन्नो गोपालः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा गोपालाय इदं जलबिम्बाय विद्महे पुरुषाय धीमहि तन्नः स्वम्भु प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा जलबिम्बाय एदं सुभगाय च विद्महे शुभगाय च विद्महे काममालाय धीमहि काममालाय धीमहि तन्नो गौरी प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा गौर्यै इदं क्षीरपुत्राय विद्महे क्षीरपुत्राय विद्महे अमृततत्त्वाय धीमहि तन्नो चन्द्रः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा लक्ष्मै इदं नमः परमहंसाय विद्महे महातत्त्वाय धीमहि महातत्त्वाय धीमहि तन्नो हंस प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा हंसाय इदं नमः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तेः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा दन्तेने इदं नमः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो नन्दी प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नन्दिने इदं तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे सुवर्णपक्षाय धीमहि तन्नो गरुड प्रचोदयात् गरुडाय इदं नमः वेदात्मनाय विद्महे वेदात्मनाय विद्महे हिरण्यगर्भाय धीमहि तन्नो ब्रह्म प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे इदं नमः नारायणाय विद्महे वासुदेवाय धीमहि तन्नो विष्णु प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा विष्णवे इदं नमः वज्रनखाय विद्महे तीक्ष्णदष्ट्राय धीमहि तीक्ष्णदष्ट्राय धीमहि तन्नो नारसिंह प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा नारसिंहाय इदं नमः भास्कराय इदं नमः भास्कराय विद्महे महद्युतिकराय धीमहि तन्नो आदित्य प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा आदित्याय इदं वैश्वानराय विद्महे लालीलाय धीमहि तन्नो कन्याकुमारी धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गे प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा दुर्गाय इदं नमः गए एधम नाम एधम नाम प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजनेवती धीनाम वित्र्यवतु स्वाहा सरस्वत्यै एदं नाम एदं विष्णुर्वे च क्रमे त्रेधानिद देवदं समूढमस्य सुरे स्वाहा विष्णवे एदं नाम महादेव्यै च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्यै च विष्णुपत्न्यै च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा लक्ष्मै इदं नाम कद्रुद्राय रुद्राय प्रचेतसे मे धुष्टमाय तव्यसे ओ तेम शन्तमं हृदय स्वाहा रुद्राय एधं नाम गौरीमिमाय सलिलानि तक्षत्येकपदे एकपदे द्विपदे सा चतुष्पदे अष्टापदे नवपदे बभू Bhabhu She Bhabhu She Sahasra Akshara Sahasrakshara Sahasrakshara Parame Vyoman Swaha Gaurye Edam Nama Early morning salutations to all the enlightened, great reincarnation of the God and the angels. Venkateshaya Vidmahe, to the Lord Venkatesha. Devaki Nandanaya Vidmahe, to the Lord Krishna. Gurudevaya Vidmahe, to every Guru. Anjani Jaya Vidmahe, to Lord Hanuman, the great yogi, Hatha Yogi, master of all the limbs of yoga, epitome of the devotion. Hanuman, Anjaneya. Om Dasharadhaya Vidmahe, to the Lord Rama. Gopalaya Vidmahe, the one who is the protector of the disciples, also called as a Gopala, Lord Krishna. Jalabimbhaya Vidmahe, Jalabimba, our shadow, reflection of our personalities, the God of our reflections. Subhagaya cha Vidmahe, Goddess who controls the field of desire, Gauri. Kshitraputraya Vidmahe, Lord Moon, planet Moon. Today is special day. Today, a new season. There are the 6 seasons every 2 months. Every 2 months, one season. 12 months, 6 seasons. Today is the beginning of Grishma, Jyeshta Masa, Ashada Masa. They are the 2 most auspicious months of most hot and most humid, rain, high humidity in the environment. Himalayas to south to Kanyakumari, Kerala to the Himalayas. What you will see is sweating profusely, like you have seen this morning. AC is put off. Sometimes our people don't observe. So you must be watching in the TV. I am profusely sweating, but still, it took so much time. After I finished the chanting, then they put on the AC. If the job is not delegated to someone, meticulously, this is what happens. Where is the responsibility of the video operator? Where is the responsibility of Amarendra, Ramadevi? It is a negligence. When I am sweating here also, still they could not sense. Body is present, mind is absent. What these people do, I don't understand. Sleeping, where is the sensitivity, my dear? Understand. Moon. Today is the beginning of Grishma Ritu, humid, hot and humid. In these closed four walls, so-called in the studio, or what we converted into studio. If this AC doesn't function, you have seen the light in front, closed walls, high humid, what happens? It draws out your entire heat. The most difficult thing for any athlete, every athlete will fail, or everything will change dramatically. An Olympic medal winner miserably will fail when he has to perform on a seashore. On a seashore. A humid region is the most exhaustive. Understand? The next 2 months are highly exhaustive period. Hot and humid, especially in the tropical regions like in India. What is required is the beginning of every season represents what is your season, how seasonal you are. Seasonal fruits they are called. Everything seasonal food it is called. Seasonal fruits it is called. Everything you have to adapt it to the changing environment, changing season. Nowhere in the world it is mentioned so scrupulously. The new 2 months, today is the Jyeshta, beginning of new month called Jyeshta. End of Vasanta Ritu, beginning of Grishma Ritu. Gare, heat, Ishma, you get burnt to cool down, to go to singularity. These are called periods of isolation, all alone, because already there is a heat. If you mate, you will be burnt. That's why this is not the period of mating, but this is a period of meditating. Meditating, all alone. A woman will be kept at home. A newly married, like animals in the sex, So the woman will be sent to their mother's house in the subsequent month, Ashada. When the rains will be more humidity prevails. Enormous heat inside. In that condition, if there is sexual indulgence, only demons are born. Only pretas, hungry ghosts are born. In India, very strictly forbidden. Jyeshta Masa and Ashada, 2 months. Means whenever your humidity is very high, nowadays your mobile phone, the front screen itself, the moment you open, you will see the temperature, you will see the humidity, everything. What for? If there is a high humidity, crossing more than 45%, more than 45%, you are not supposed to indulge in any activity. What it is? Kama malaya de maye tano gaure Today this is a special chant today. It is a chant. A new season beginning. What is going to happen in this season? How to behave in this season? Whenever there is a humidity high, you are not supposed to indulge in any sexual activity. Come, what say it may be the 14th day, a full moon day, involution period for conceiving, but yet, if the humidity is the highest, you should not indulge in any sexual activity. Understand? You can do Amaroli, you can do Vajroli. They are the detox techniques. They are the techniques to remove the heat. They are not the techniques to generate the heat. There's a huge difference between Amaroli, Vajroli to a sexual indulgence, my dear. There's a huge difference. As I told you, it is the service. It is repairing. It is servicing those archons. It's the downtime. It's the time to service your archons, not using them. There's a huge difference between using them and servicing them. When you use your car, you can't service it. These are the 2 months meant for servicing yourself. Do you understand? Where is the culture, my dear? Culture is eaten by the vultures like you. You should feel shameful. You are not even aware. Born in this country. Grown as almost like a Westerners. Where is scientific living? How shameful. This is the education in India, my dear. The day since you are born, education means only this. How to live healthy, how to live happy, how to lead the life scientifically. In which part of the world the humidity is explained. What actions to be done, what actions not to be done. Humidity. Humidity is there, life begins. What life begins? Fungus, bacteria, virus, fungus. Already mucormycosis is killing the people. Once the environment changes like this, fungus, season for blooming. The fungus, black fungus, white fungus. Mushrooms start coming. They are the medicinal mushrooms. They are the toxic poisonous mushrooms. There's a good fungus. There's a bad fungus. There's a good bacteria, bad bacteria. Good virus, bad virus. Every bad virus becomes a good virus to improve your immunity. Understand? You know good fungus? Mushrooms. Rishi, saint. Rishi, Maitek, mothers. All the Sanskrit names, every mushroom name is a Sanskrit. If you really look into it, turkey tail. Psilocybin, it's not a mushroom. Psilocybin is a mushroom. They boost your immunity like anything. They have special components that regulate the metabolism. They have the capacity. They are proven, the research on these mushrooms proven anti-cancerous. On our website, I kept the best mushrooms, edible mushrooms of the world called Kashmir. Only in that place you get. When I announced it, people consumed it. After that, I surprised. Unless Guru tells, no one uses them. This is the time to consume mushroom soup every day, every alternate day. Mushroom super antioxidant complex capsules you should consume. Last 4 years I have been working for the sources of the best mushroom extracts. So in this week, super mushroom complex with the Korean red ginseng will be available for you. You know Korean red ginseng? Panax ginseng? 25% of the ginnazols it should have. It is a changing, it is called a herb of immortality, anti-aging, testosterone and estrogen upsil balancing agent. It is a complex of 9 mushrooms, 9 ingredients, out of which 8 are mushrooms and one which boosts their activity called ginseng. You know, psilocybin is called a magic mushroom. It's high content, are banned in America or elsewhere. Why? Silicon Valley. You know, what is the secret behind Steve Jobs and what is the secret behind all the chief executives of this Google or a Facebook or a Twitter or a Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos? It's called a mushroom for money making, mushroom of game changer, and mushroom for out of box thinking called dark box thinking. No one can imagine what they would do, what their next game plan. You know, mind goes into altered state of consciousness called a kind, the different samadhis. This mushroom when you can consume, this extract when you consume psilocybin, you will enter into kind like a drug experience. Your mind works like somarasa coffee when you drink. Your mind will perform at a different level, much superior level. So also psilocybin makes your mind to see the truth and to have a vision which no one would have. It's called, it is a secret of performers of Los Angeles to California state to, every successful person in the world. The most expensive. It's also called banned. We use 25% extract of the psilocybin. It is not to make you game changing. Understand? No one would have a vision of a yogi. On the right season, on the right day, in the right season, you have to use. When to use the mushrooms? Most important is when humidity is very high. It drives off humidity, Now in the post-COVID problems, lungs, water is depositing in the lungs. Humid. Lungs are accumulating more humidity. And acetylcysteine, L-glutathione, L-ornithine, taurine, arginine, in combination with niacinamide, pyridoxine, coffee. Our coffee somarasa drives out entire moisture, entire humidity. It is a strength for the lungs. Any milk-based, not good. Psilocybin, super mushroom complex. The plan for the mushroom complex is more than 2 years or 3 years it is. The time has come. Summer season, official summer season begins now. Grishma. Why? You get suffocated easily. During the daytime, you will be sweating profusely. It's not the time to do. Refer to the past episodes. Exercise physiology, yoga physiology. Not the time to do Srishtikrama, Vinyasa for heart, to raise the heart. Understand? Very quickly you get exhausted. It's the time to do a lean muscle building, strength building, lean muscle building, weight training, resistance training, anabolic training, metabolic training, weight training. Everything represents the same. Understand? Pace should be low. Stay in the posture. Ekam dvenam trenam chaturam panchamam षडमं सप्तमं When you do Adhyatmika Krama, zero resistance, that's the way to relax happily. When you do Rakshana Krama, Ekam Dvenam Trenam Chaturam Panchama Shadamam Saptamam. Matara, which leads to purification. Matra in Chandas grammar. Every asana has to be done with a sound, which decides the time. Staying in the posture. That is for Rakshana Krama. To the extent you can stay in the posture, followed by anabolic action, must be followed by what? Anabolic action means contraction. How many contractions? Expansive contraction, compressive contraction, isometric contraction. Expansive contraction only leads to lean muscle. Compressive contraction makes your heart to shrink, every muscle to shrink, your mind to shrink, leads to bulk muscle. You become damn animal. Lean muscle, great human, great yogi. Expansive contraction. Isometric, maintaining, anti-aging, maintaining the tension, maintaining, toning of the muscle, maintaining, anti-aging, never aging, isometric. When you stay in a posture, the way you move from posture to the posture is expansive. When you stay in the Rakshana Krama for the duration of Ekam, Dvenam, Trinam, Chaturam, Panchama, Shadhamam, Saptamam, that is for isometric, where your androgen activates the DNA. You have to allow the time to finish the entire job of anabolic, inflammation to, cell membrane rupture to, immune inflammatory response to, immune response to, growth hormone response to. Understood? Growth hormone response to, adult cell or stem cell proliferation to, activation to, proliferation to. androgen responds to, DNA responds to, RNA responds to, ribosome responds to, endoplasma, rough responds to, your cell detox responds to, endoplasma, Golgi complex, endoplasma smooth responds to. In order to allow all these cell anti-aging, cell building, cell growing, expansive growing, in order to allow, you have to stay that much duration. All this is one aspect called anabolic. This is called anabolic. What is anabolic? Inflammation, cell membrane rupture too. Cell membrane rupture too. Inflammatory response to, inflammatory response to, immune response to, growth hormone response to, androgen response to, DNA response to, RNA response to, ribosome response to, endoplasma rough response to, and detox, proteasome response to. That will happen later. Already readily available in your Golgi complex and in your endoplasma smooth, reticulum smooth, storehouse of converted ready-made amino acids, peptide, amino acids ready to be converted into the desired protein, the desired molecule, the desired organism as per the ribosome instruction, as per the RNA mechanism, for differentiation, adult cell differentiation, for different purposes, for antibody production too, depending on the requirement of your system. What has to be produced? Any protein has to be produced, enzyme has to be produced, antibody has to be produced. What has to be produced? A white cell has to be produced, a red cell has to be produced. What is required? What is your requirement in that moment? The DNA will decide, that RNA will decide, RNA will execute, your ribosome will carry the job. Oh, I want to produce so and so peptide. Oh, it will produce trillions and trillions of the peptides in your own body. Octillion nucleotides. Every nucleotide is produced by DNA, RNA, ribosome. The same mechanism, my dear. 24/7. If this generation stops, the trillions of these octillion nucleotides, if they don't generate, you die. Anabolic is the contraction is to build, inflammation is to grow, followed by this entire action of, it is called anabolic action, signaling mechanisms, producing or consuming ATP. Consuming ATP means conversion of energy into building a new organ, a new antibody, a new organism. It's that conversion of micronutrient to a macronutrient. Micronutrient to macronutrient. All this will happen only when micronutrient, microenergy is available, called ATP is available. If ATP is not available, if the nutrition is not available, if your enzyme is not available, if any of those amino acids is not available, any of those vitamins not available, any of the minerals not available, compromised RNA, compromised ribosome, compromised DNA, what it will do? it will produce defective, inadequate peptide called aging. When you don't give the materials, poor DNA, what it will do? If you only balance properly the nutrients, neither COVID nor any disease can ever challenge. Do you know what is this organism called human? Since the protozoa and for millions of years, against every fungus, against every virus attack, against every epidemic, against every inflammation, it withstood. It has adaptogenicity. It has the ability to fight. You don't understand what human is. You only know how to mutter it. You are looking for vaccine. You are looking for antibiotic. You damn fool. That indicates what a negligence you have done. A peak of your negligence, callous attitude as a human. Do you know what is your DNA? It is the peak of evolution. Ability to adapt, ability to fight. Not to fight your business competitors, damn. Not to fight with your spouse. Not to fight with your children. Not to fight with the government outside, my dear, damn. It is to fight against your aging, against your germ immortality, germ mortality, germ immortality. It is against to fight. How come any disease dare enough to enter into you? How come your knees will ache, your back will ache, your neck will ache? How shameful you should feel. Do you know? My knee is aching, my back is aching, my thyroid is not working. What is working? Tell me properly. That is the education, my dear. If this is not proper, what for this life is? Is it a life? To lead a life with a knee problem, with a back problem, with a neck problem? The problem. Means what? Is there any reason? What for this intelligence? It is to take care of. It is the ability to fight the death. This is called death. Damn, you are afraid of COVID. Afraid of, oh my God, next third wave will come. What a coward. What a weakling. Have you gone insane? What your DNA is capable of, what those 6.48 billion files, what job they can do, they have every fighting mechanism, every peptide producing mechanism, every antibody. It has capacity to produce any kind of antibody, any kind of enemy that can invade you. It has the ability to fight it out. Have you nourished it? Your mechanism to fight. Have you strengthened it? Have you weakened it? You damn perception, damn your taste, damn your ignorance, damn your unscientific living. A hardware, software given by your parents, you abused it instead of strengthening it. Instead of nurturing it, you have damaged it. What a metabolism you are born with, what your mother has given, 200 is your pulse rate when you are born, all of us. Now, so-called are you free from any metabolic disorder? If I tell you to boost your metabolism by consuming so much, sir, is it required, sir? You damn fool. When will you realize? Further on the top, unscientific keto diet you follow, the damn lion's diet you follow, already your system is dying. On the top, instead of supplying what enzymes to remove the debris, now you starve like Buddha and his friends starved. And then Buddha told there's something wrong with the fasting this kind of the fasting, unscientific fasting. All your fasting, unscientific, how much you studied? Proteasome mechanism, autophagy mechanism, lysosome mechanism, that is a detoxification mechanism. That's only for that purpose detoxification you are doing. Only for that purpose you are fasting. Only for that purpose you are following ketogenic diet. Without even knowing the mechanisms underlying, you simply follow? Damn lame duck. What happens to you? Your cell, your DNA will die. Your stupidity, that's what Patanjali says. What is yoga? Yoga is to shun that stupidity, my dear. Have you shunned? Further, the stupidity increased. Planet organic shopping, fasting, only drinking juices. You think you will purify your system, or you will nourish your system, or you will die. You are killing your system. Nastika, unscientific. You lost your sense of even investigating what I am doing, how scientific it is. I am telling you, our taste in all respects, what it costs. Why am I standing every day here? For 15 years. Every day, every morning, I have been teaching. Why I could not take an excuse that I am sick one day. In last 1 year, you are all afraid. What makes me to stand? What makes me to run? What makes me to motivate everyone? What is the difference between you and me? Scientific living. I am an astika, you are an astika. I am trying to convert you into astika, unscientific into scientific. You damn fool. You think yogi means by praising you will become? It is the most absolute scientific living. Pramana, standard. No one knows in the world other than a yogi what is the absolute standard of keeping yourself at germ immortality to eternal immortality. That's the highest level of fitness. Highest level of fitness. What is your level of fitness? Dying with the disease? Dying with the COVID? Your perception only. Your lack of devotion, devotion to what? Guru Vakyena, Shastrena, Shraddhena. Science. You damn philosophy rejects the science. Not embracing the science, rejecting the philosophy. You have your own philosophy that rejects the scientific thinking of a guru. That's called lack of surrender. Do you understand? What is surrender means? Lack of attitude for the scientific living. Philosophy. You love in your own wisdom. You love in your own taste. Love for your own taste. Love for soul is called actually philosophy. But love for ego. How many ways I can explain it to you? People in Tibet or people in Okinawa, people in Hunza Valley in Himalayas, yatis, they live with bare minimum food. 120 years, 140 years, 145 years. I have seen the people 145 years in Himalayas. My own grandfather, lived 104 years. 104 years. Understand? Where is What are you doing? Why he lived 104 years? Hardly interested in eating. I have seen him only in whole life. I have seen him working very hard in the field. Only 1 meal a day. Only 1 meal a day. He is eating others' brains. Still he could survive 104 years. My father and his father fighting in the court. All the whole life I have seen only that. My father fighting his father in the court for property or that thing. Understood. The stress is stimulating mechanism of my grandfather not to die. And other grandfather went to Himalayas to remove the stress. Only by stress he lived 104 years. With the desire. Desire makes you to live long. Do you know that? Understand. Desire is the root cause of germ mortality. By default, desire is the root cause of living long. If you are not a yogi. The two kinds of the people live long. One is totally with a highly ambitious desire, he will never die. Understand? And the one who is completely ketogenic, he also lives long. That's all. Only two kinds of the people live long. But this person living long is for the hell. This person living long is for the heaven. Which person, which kind of the person? You will find a woman, men, they are not at all good. You will be surprised why they are not getting the death. You should understand their mind is a hungry ghost mind. It will not die. Understand. They will live long. They are the friends of Lucifer the devil. They have the blessings of them to torture everyone. Every day. Without torturing everyone, they can't live. That's why they live long. Understand. Another way of living is every day eating others' brains. One can live long. Ultra conscious state. I told you, these are all ultra conscious state performers. There's so much to understand scientifically to analyze. What contraction? The most important is all this will happen. Every contraction only followed by anabolic action followed by catabolic action. What is catabolism? Conversion of your food into macronutrient. Conversion into micronutrient is called macronutrient. Conversion into micronutrient is called catabolism. Zero resistance. Only when there is zero resistance, energy is produced. You are a storehouse of the energy. That energy only will be used properly depending on what contraction you are causing. Contraction, expansion is called a metabolism. Anabolism, catabolism is called a metabolism. The finest balance is called healthy living. A yogi means he has an absolute balance of, it is all about balance of between one pan of anabolism to one pan of catabolism. Understand? Any one thing impairing, if the catabolism is if there is no anabolism called a lifestyle disease, a wrong anabolism called testosterone building, a soldier building. Anabolism, the contraction, a programmed inflammation. How you program? Are you programming for destruction? Are you programming for construction? Are you programming to kill your mitochondria, to improve your aerobic, to build your aerobic capacity, or to kill your aerobic capacity? What is why you are contracting? Entire yoga is called a programmed inflammation of a designed highest level of a program for the maximum, as I told you the other day, mitochondrial building. If every cell can become like a heart cell, with respect to mitochondrial density, you don't need any food. Understand? Reducing the requirement of the oxygen, number one, and infinite abundance of oxygen supply. These are the two things a yogi will have. Understand? Reduced, there's a minimum requirement of oxygen, but there's an abundant mechanism of supplying oxygen. Though he has abundant ability to supply oxygen, he doesn't consume it. Otherwise, if your requirement of the oxygen is the highest, like in COVID, no amount of ventilator, no amount of ICU care can ever match. The most important thing is to reduce the demand for oxygen. The most important thing is to build a mechanism to supply abundant oxygen. Abundant supply oxygen mechanism is called carbohydrate, ketogenic, mitochondrial oxidative phosphorylation, where your mitochondria are producing ATP in presence of oxygen. Understand? If your cell is having highest density of mitochondria, it is a high stroke engine, consumes very less fuel. Understand? The most efficient system. I have dwelled upon in the past 13 to 15 months. I must have covered in depth. But you don't have time to go through. I don't say that. You don't have interest to go through it. There is one among you, Venkat Killadi from America, the young boy. Do you know what index he has created? He has gone through every material. Why he has gone through? He is also working full-time software engineer. He is a family holder. He is working full-time software engineer, much more like in the COVID period, much more stressed. But how come he could get a time to go through every topic? Do you know, have you seen that wonderful index kept, which all of you ready to use? You are using it. Who made it? A single person did it. His name is called Venkat Killadi. How he could do it? You're struggling to go through it. You're struggling to finish it. How come he could do it? Okay, you leave my example. He's a new student joined in this course only. Understand? Shraddhena. If you are truly interested in your soul, nothing stops you. Time doesn't matter. Everything will vanish. Samadhi, time will vanish. Once you are interested. Once you are interested to go to a place of your favorite, a trip or trekking, you won't even sleep that night. How excited the children are to go for a weekend or for a summer vacation to some place. They won't even sleep. Mother has to tell them, hey, sleep, sleep, sleep. When you are interested, time ceases to exist. You perform like a yogi. Your system is designed like that. That's called surrender. That's called 100% motivated. That's called 100% devoted, 100% interest. If you are only interested, nothing in the world can stop you. Time ceases to exist. If you are not interested, nothing in the world can make you work. Very sooner or later, you will vanish. The most driving force is called surrender. The most driving force is called devotion. The most driving force is called motivation, inspiration. The Venkat Killadi inspired, motivated. Inspired, motivated. That inspiration I carried from the day one to even today. The most fundamental important thing is motivation, inspiration, your self-motivation, your soul motivation. Interest, my dear, interest. No one can create interest in you. You have to create an interest. There is no difference. One and the other same. Surrender, devotion, you call interest to self-motivation, inspiration. Understand? This boy, his volition, when we were struggling for studio, he didn't have money, but offered to buy a flat for us on a premium, so every month he can pay money from America. We don't exploit, right? We know how to balance. We have to warn him for his over-enthusiasm. I don't encourage, because if I encourage, very soon he will vanish. My job is to balance. People like that will vanish very quickly. If I have to keep him in this tradition, whatever he gets excited, I have to stop it. I have to flatten the curve, not to allow to go like that, for his own betterment, for his own growth. For me, he is like a prodigy. Like Dr. Sai Baba, like Mr. Pawan Sood. All these are higher. Pawan Sood is a bureaucrat, very senior bureaucrat, works for our department in Mumbai. He handles the entire institution, the oldest and the best institute, cancer curing institute in India or in the world. Dr. Sai Baba, what I see in them, the same inspiration every day, the same devotion every day, the same motivation every day. That is the greatest strength of these people. Every day, bubbling Basavashankar, every day. Every day bubbling. That interested, bubbling energy comes. Why it's called bubbling energy? When superfluid state goes to, when any system goes to superfluid state, it bubbles before going to the stillness. That's called bubbling energy. You've forgotten from where the bubbling energy comes. Understand what you should not lose in the world, in your life. Your interest, your devotion, your self-motivation, your inspiration to do. No one should take it away. If you think, because of him I am like this, you are not a yogi qualified to even the first part of yoga. You don't have called it devotion. For me, my poverty, my lack of communication, my lack of language in my childhood, nothing is a barrier. Why? Interest, inspiration, motivation. Simply that. Which terrain, what season, what is the no comfort, nothing you care. Once you are interested, my dear, that interest I expect you to generate. There are students in this group like Venkat Killadi. Every day, every word inspires, every moment they get inspired. Understand? There are. That inspiration dies. What I see is that inspiration in Amarendra dying, that inspiration in Ramadevi dying, it should never die. As you grow old, that inspiration should increase. I am proving as I am growing, as I am teaching day by day, I am doing miracles. Inspiration. My inspiration day by day increasing. How come your inspiration as a old student comes down? Day by day, if you are growing in spirituality, your inspiration should grow. Bubbling energy, jump to do, jump to perform, like Hanuman, like Anjaneya, willing to take risk, willing to give, sacrifice anything, willing to give up your life. That's called inspiration. We will need that inspiration. As a child, each one of us has the same inspiration. You inquired, Mother, what is this? Mother, what is this? Mother, what is this? Everything is interesting. Everything is exciting. Ready to learn everything. Ready to inquire everything. You never stopped inquiring. Your mother shunned your mouth, the damn mother. Still you did not stop. With that mind of inquiry, inquisitiveness, the latest discovery of the happiness formula is what they told. They told one simple thing. The secret of happiness is inquisitiveness, mind of inquiry. Whoever is having mind of inquisitiveness is always happy. They declared. The scientific community changed the formula of happiness given by a British scientist. They simply discovered now inquisitiveness, mind of inquiry, mind of inspiration, inspired mind, investigative mind. Devoted mind, surrendered mind is the most happiest mind, the most secured mind. Understand? We blame ducks, we blame everything. I don't have time, I don't have time. Huh? There are only two people who don't, the right brain don't care the time. It's the left brain people. Left brain, frogs in the well. Chased by the time. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I don't have time, I don't have time. You damn fellow. You're wasting your life. You are, you are excuse teller, sorry teller. Oh, sorry, because of this I could not do. Procrastinator. Are you a yogi? Are you yoga ruda, yoga yukta? You are not eligible to enter into the field of yoga, do you know? You are not eligible as a student because you don't have required quality even to be accepted as a student. Do you understand? What is yoga? What is coming to yoga means what? The standards set. We have ruined everything. What a system. You are evolutionary, highest evolutionary product, envied by angels, envied by everything, entire existence. You are a peak of, epitome of a performance. You are designed for something. What? No one can do it. No species can do it. No angels can do it. Why today I listed out few angels? Because out of millions of angels, only one or two could do. They remain in the history. They are called angels, whom we worship in India. As a human, it is easy to become a yogi, but in the heavens as an angel, impossible to become a yogi. If someone has become means, they're remembered. They're our hierarchy. That's why every day we praise them. Where is the Vishnu? Where is the Shiva? Where is the Brahma? Where is the Lakshmi? Where is the Durga? Where is the Saraswati? Where is the Ellamma? A Pochamma? Whoever it is, they are the achievers. Among us, the rarest of rarest angels, they are the achievers. We achieving eternal immortal is not a great deal. Do you know that? For example, hey, Elon Musk coming to this course and getting enlightened is a very rare indeed. Is it possible? A Jeff Bezos or a Bill Gates or a Mark Zuckerberg? Impossible. That is how in angels, every angel is at the level of Mark Zuckerberg. Everyone is at the level of Bill Gates. One among them came to Kumar course and got enlightened means how rare indeed it is. Understood? That's why they went on to record. Why? Because they have a role to play. We are simply, our human plane is too small compared to their power, compared to what they handle of our affairs. So in gratitude, because they are not prejudiced, they are free from, every angel is prejudiced, but these angels conquered the prejudice. So if we approach them, we'll get the benefit of that, whether you are a good or bad. So they will have compassion for us. That's why these angels are hand-picked. Out of 1,000 millions of angels, why only few angels worshipped in India? They're hand-picked. They're enlightened. This morning my chant is for them. Every angel I trust, whoever enlightened, whether a human, whether they are the reincarnates, whether they are the angels. Yogi is a yogi. Whether you are a male or a female, doesn't matter at all. A season beginning means what? What is the culture? Don't you think? What is the humidity role in your system? What food you have to take? What food you have to take? Can you consume more fat now? No. When it's a cold you can consume, but humidity is more. Cold is more, but humidity is more. Sultry, no fat. Protein, the time to consume protein. Time to consume carbs only. Time to consume carbs only. Time to stay zero resistance. Time to become ketogenic. Understand? Try to consume only medium chain triglycerides. Understand? Not keto diet, ketogenic diet. Your body always relaxed. The more humidity means more zero resistance is required. Any resistance when humidity is high will kill you. Evaporation losses, heat losses of humidity, your heat loss of your evaporation loss or your heat dissemination is at the lowest level, inversely proportional to the humidity. As the humidity increases, your evaporation losses will be the highest, will be the lowest. You will not be able to throw away the heat. Your heat will remain inside. Nothing can go out. Humidity, high latent vapor pressure will not allow inside your heat to go out. Understand? With the result, temperature enormously increases. That's why any temperature raising exercises you should not do. Understand? Time to hydrate. time to cool down. Kevra water, the best waters are mixture of Kevra water, equal quantities, rose water, Cuscus water, Kevra water. The three waters combined together, you can drink to cool. You can use it in the bathing water. If you use in the bathing water in the evening, it completely relaxes you. Don't think only when temperature is 42 that you need to use them. No. It is the humidity when it is high, you need to cool down. Temperature has no role. It has indirect. But most important, what decides is humidity. Humidity and temperature. When temperature is high, higher than 30 degrees temperature, humidity is high, it kills you. At less than 25 degrees temperature, humidity has a less role, but still your lungs are prone. You are prone to more flu. Your lungs are heavy. That's how in the West people get hay fever, and everyone is susceptible for because of high humid and low temperature mechanism. More carbon dioxide in the lungs, more humidity in the lungs. Understand. Vaporizer oil is very helpful. If required, using, as I told you, alcohol diluted 50% or 30% will help in driving out the moisture from your lungs. Alcohol is the best way to drive out the moisture from the lungs. Do you know that? Today is called Jyeshta Masa. Amavasya. Yesterday was full black moon day. Today the first day. They are the special days. Shukla Pakshami and first day moon. Chandra Darshana, glancing of the moon. It is not Ramzan that only Muslims do. The tradition comes in India. It is once in a while on only Ramzan. No, in India, on every Amavasya, after a full black moon day, the first day, you must see in the evening sunset. No horoscope, nothing can tell exact time of the sunset. Official sunset time will be different from actual sunset. That's why virtually you have to see the moon as soon as the sun sets. The one who glances that moon. Who is a moon? Moon married all the stars, 27 stars. They are the daughters of the great Brahmin called Daksha Prajapati. You know, Parvati's, Shiva's first wife, who is killed, whose father. She also has 27 daughters, all 27 nakshatras, 27 stars, constellations that form in the sky. When you look at every star in India, as a child I was introduced by my mother, this is a star, this is a star. All 27 stars are introduced. In India, whoever lived in a culture, brought up, every night in the summer I slept outside, glancing the sky, identifying every star, 27 stars. The 27 stars are called as a female entropy, peak, highest level of entropy. They are the stars, they are not the planets. The one who has the capacity to consume them, their husband is one husband called moon. Moon means cool, calm, quiet. Means it has a capacity to consume 27 suns, 27 stars, 27 magnanimous fission. What kind of temperature, what kind of the heat? He is a husband of 27 stars. Life is all about removing the heat, balancing the heat. That's why moon is called father of the wisdom. Another planet called Mercury, called Wednesday, Buddha, Mercury is the son of Monday, son of moon day, son of moon. Understand, 27 stars are the wives of the moon. And their son is the God's chief advisor called Buddha. Buddha is a grandson of Daksha Prajapati. Buddha means wisdom. Today, wisdom means when you are calm, quiet, when your mind is free from the perception, then comes wisdom, creativity. Understand? Zero resistance. Wisdom means zero resistance. Not holding anything. Observing the reality as it is. Today is the day of the wisdom. Whoever glances the moon, that's why in the Muslims after the Ramzan, it is a must to see the moon. Only the glance of the moon, the day Eid, it is celebrated. People in India thought it is a Muslim festival. They don't understand. Every month, every fortnight, they have to do the same. I am telling you, it's called Chandra Darshan. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, everyone has to do Chandra Darshan today. Understand? A yogi means the one who conducts himself, adapts himself constantly with respect to his surroundings, with respect, gratitude towards everything, what it governs him, including the moon, sun, stars. Socializing, respecting. Today is the day, Chandra Darshan. Remember, after every black moon day, the first day, one must glance, evening one should not fail, get down your car or go onto the terrace of your building, watch the moon today. So many protection mechanisms are given to you. We ignore everything and you pray to the God. What God has given, you ignore and you pray to the God. What father has sent the boats, so this fellow ignored and he goes to complain the God. Why you have drowned me? In India, the culture, if you only cultured, if you know, nothing will affect you, so that you can accomplish the task of singularity. No disease can take you, because once you know what are the things influencing you and how to conduct according to, how to adapt to them, no disease will come to you. Every protection mechanism given to us. There is no need for any vaccination or anything. If you know the culture. How many of my students know there is a called Chandra Darshan? After Black Moon Day. The first day, every evening they have to glance the sun. Sighting of the moon is a must. Perhaps everyone for the first time listening today. That far we moved away from yoga. That far we moved away from the culture. That's why we are in a mess. Our metabolism is in a mess. Our security is in a mess. Our defensive system is in a mess. Understand? What for this life is? Is it for doing job? Is it for marrying some girl? Is it for constructing a house? Whatever the time you spent in your life, it is just of no use. If you only don't stay healthy, if you do not know the means of becoming day by day a healthy person, anti-aging, conquering, singularity. What the point? This is what Shankaracharya telling. This is what Buddha tells. This is what every saint told you. Yet, many of you have to ask whether you will be staying on the train, whether you will get down the train, isn't it? Time to express your anumodana, gratitude. This time your gratitude is comprehending. Every day you have finished your assignments. Every day assignment is your gratitude given to you. Many of you have done successfully. The last test of this course is assignment given to you to reflect upon what you grasped, what benefits you got. Have seen scintillating, motivating, highly reflective, those couple of the first few reflections of James Picciotto, and some of them, I think she's Shryle or Shoes, I don't know what's her name, an ordinary person who is not even a scientist or anything like that. Her entire reflection, what understanding she has about cell mechanism, gene expression, every summarization, how you have summarized this course, what benefit you derived out of this course I am reading. If all of you read every once, then I don't have to review anything. Oh my God, in this course all these things are covered. You will be amazed. But if you tell, I don't have time to read, what can I tell? As I told you, time. Venkat Killadi has a time for everything. You don't have time for, after all, neither watching complete episode. I'm not blaming you, my dear. I am also as busy as you. I am always busy. When I had small children like you, all phases, whatever you tell me, during all those phases of my life too, I never left. I'm like Venkat Killadi only. Understand? As you grow, you should not become more intelligent way of escaping from the work, procrastinating the work. In the spirituality, with the old student, the problem is only that. As I told you, inspiration should go up day by day. Bubbling energy should come. Ready to jump should come. Ready to sacrifice every moment. Day by day it should increase. This Nirupama and all, do you think so? It is exactly opposite. Understand? In an old student, whether you're growing or not, what is observed? Is their interest growing, or are they becoming dummies, zombies, dummies? Yeah? Layback attitude. Is it called you are growing, you are old student, growing in a spirituality? You die? Sir, I want to write every day, gratitude message, old student. But, old student is already old, already aged, he is already dead. Do you know? He is already dead. I am talking about living 120 years, 145 years, he is already dead. Where is the old student? He is really old. He has not grown. A old student I expect grown up. Day by day, showing bubbling energy, showing capacity, showing his creativity, showing 1,000 brains capacity. 1 brain to 100 brains, 10 brains, 100 brains, 1,000 brains, day by day. Where is that? Bubbling energy, growing day by day. No one can stop it. Sun cannot hide. You can see every morning. You can see it dawns upon. It burns you. Fission. You are a fusion. Understand? Means you are a intellectualizer. You are a greedy fellow. You are picking up the information which is useful for you, for your greed, for your germ immortality. I am attacking in this course especially old students. You will never grow in spirituality by accumulating number of years. How many gratitude messages I have received from Venkat? Every day. They are the mentors. How many gratitude messages I received from Shiva, Govindarajulu, from Sharath, from Pavan, from Manik? Where is Manik? Not even a single message. Good, this is a battalion of Amarendra. They are mentoring the people. Where is the gratitude message of Ramya Rathod every day? She is telling her students, but what is she doing? I can see every day gratitude message from Gayatri. Every day I can see gratitude message from Usha. They may have some other aspects. When you don't even respect, are you bubbling energy? Understood? You are dead already. You are not me. You are not me, what I am expecting you to be. How pathetic. I see Kelly Price, a new student, bubblings. Maybe when they grow old, they also will become like that. They are newly born children right now in their tradition. They show all their talent. I only watch where you sustain that motivation or not. Like Louis James, like James Pritchard, day by day I can see he is growing. Catriona, Rosemary Bennett. There are so many. Luisas, Lisas, Rinas, Carol, like this. Rachel, Gedam. So many people. I see so much of similarity between Gedam and Rachel. Rachel in America, Gedam here. That is fountain of love, fountain of inspiration, fountain of immortality, signs of immortality, signs of happiness you can see in them every day. They are proving, they are smiling, they are proving, they are progressing, they are proving they are towards the germ immortality, they are towards the eternal immortality. Understand? If I push, applying pressure here, applying pressure, two sentences come out of your mouth. For 2 days, third day again vanishes. So much pressure if I apply, then something comes out. Like when you sit in toilet, no? Oh, apply pressure, nothing comes out. If you have to empty the bowel, zero resistance is required. Any amount of the pressure you apply, it leads to disease called constipation. The first thumb rule, sit on a flush and keep your eyes closed and release the tension in your anal sphincter. That's all. Your bowels will be emptied. On the contrary, people apply the pressure, resistance. Yeah. After apply the pressure, yeah, that's why nothing comes out. So pressure doesn't work. If I apply the pressure, little comes out. 2 sentences come, little stool comes out. Everything remains inside. Do you know? When it comes in zero, it comes from you, bounces. I never saw Rachel complaining any day. I see message after the message, 2-3 messages. These Oshasvi, messages after messages. These are all the new class. Okay, fine. How long they will sustain that kind of enthusiasm? My enthusiasm, you are seeing even in this 1 year, is there any day my enthusiasm dead? Have you ever seen? A session is dull? Is there any? You have seen in 1 year what are all the products we have created? How much inspired you should be to do that? What is the inspiration? Is it I am going to become a billionaire? That is my jana. That's my quality. That's only the quality from my childhood. I can 100% tell you made me today what I am. That's called surrender. That's called devotion. That's called inspiration. That's called motivation. Inspired. 24/7 he works. Sleep will not come to him. He's a Turiya. Sleep will not come to him. Time will not bother him anymore. Inertia is gone. They are the domains of Lucifer the devil. Understand? Don't stand in front of a devoted, surrendered, motivated, inspired. How inspired you are to continue this journey. Day by day, is your inspiration increasing? Is your inspiration decreasing? If your inspiration is decreasing, means you are the same. That's your sad story in your life, my dear. Everywhere it's the same. You start with a big bang and you fall down very quickly. Whether you start in a big bang or not. But day by day, increasing, growing is the most important. Like a James picture, like Catty on a broken shawl, like Rosemary Bennett. Day by day, as the understanding growing, day by day, the reflections, the appreciation, they are happy, dear. It's not that I am looking for their appreciation, my dear. I am looking for your approval, my dear. I am looking for your happy face, my dear. Your face will change. Understand? Even today, even till yesterday, one of the old students, if I have to shun back, warned about the gratitude message, a old student giving, never cared, neither gurus, nor volunteers, nor the mentors. Callous attitude. Yesterday we have to remove her, login facility. How pathetic it looks like. Understand? They are their intellect pursuers. They love their taste. They think they are already supreme. Here they have a little thing to pick up. They don't even watch all the episodes. Again, simultaneously they are doing so many things. Understand? Life is all about. Wisdom is all about what is the most priority. Everything is a priority, but the most priority is it ego nurturing, soul nurturing? Is some damn course nurturing, or something nurturing, something else nurturing, or this program called soul nurturing? Which you made priority, it is your choice, not my choice. Those who made this as a choice, they are the Rachel, they are the Gadams, they are Venkat Killadi, they are the Saurabh Mishra. Saurabh Mishra little bit coming down. His wife Priya Pandey. I am telling you. I see every day Jyoti Utukuri, but I don't know. I won't see the Sai message every day. Haven't seen Asha message for last 2-3 days. I am still applying the pressure. Little stool comes out. There's no point. That's why I said, no one can make you inspired. No one can make you surrendered. No one made me to surrender. That's my strength. My poverty or nothing matters once you're inspired. Once you're interested. That's all that in this life required to be happy is interest. Doing everything with the interest. Whatever you do with the utmost interest. That's all. If you are driven by called a interest, every moment is of utmost interest for me. I never said boring in my life. When people say boring, I really amazed. Every moment is exciting. Every moment is revealing. Every moment is inspiring. Every moment is, for me, inquisitive. I see that. I don't see that in others. Every moment risk-taking. Every moment experimenting. Never ending. My experimenting attitude, my colleagues can see in me. They think, why not said this has given good result? No, why to not to do? Again, why to experiment something else? I can see that attitude in my colleagues, but my colleagues can sense my never dying experimental attitude for the best and the best and the best. It's very difficult for anyone to work with me. Because what they will see is I get tired. I never stop. Come on, let's try this. Come on, let's try this. Come on, let's do this. Very difficult. They are coping very well with me. In the soaps we are doing now, every day we are experimenting. Every day a lesson for us. What no soap manufacturer could have done in the world. You are discovering many things day by day. When you do yourself, practice. When you do yourself, then only you will understand. That's how every product of us. So mushroom complex in this week will be revealed to you. It will come couple of days. As I told you, I will give you one Somarasa special, coffee-based with additional nutrients for triglycerides, for respiratory system. Understand, to solve all the problems. Another Somarasa enriched with, especially for the triglycerides, especially for respiratory system. It will take time, but I will give you. With the extra glutathione, with the extra N-acetylcysteine, with the extra CoQ10, with the extra taurine, I give you. It's easy in that way. Instead of making, yes, the other capsules available, but I give you. One Somarasa right now, enriched, I give you. Vitamin D3, zinc, selenium, enriched, little extra enriched I give you. Whoever suitable, they can go for that. Understand? Heart patients, special Somarasa for heart patients, special Somarasa for high triglycerides people, special Somarasa will be given. I want to make your things very simple. It's not, we are into business, I produce other things, this you use, that you use. That can be available. That also I give you. But in Somarasa itself I can accommodate. Like a Bill Arcand, it becomes easy for him. A Bill Arcand, my dearest friend, his triglycerides is my triglycerides problem. My job is to solve his problem. Maybe he used something excess, doesn't mean I am not concerned. I am more concerned about him. He is my first student, best student in America, who has been staying from the day this train started. Very simple lived. He has a faith, he has surrendered. His all queries over, questions over. I requested Amarendra to arrange the required supplements directly to be couriered to him. Somehow we have to manage, either keeping the tablets in the powder, hidden, or sending in the form of whatever it is. We should try our best to do. Make these nutrients reach to him. Understand, we will not even charge. All of you are, as I told, we are one family. Your problem is my problem. Once you comply with whatever I say, still you got some problem. It's my responsibility, my dear. Understand? So 27 stars, today Chandra Darshan, 27 stars, wives. Unless wives are pleased, how come they will can keep husband happy? All the job of husband is to keep the stars happy. All 27 stars. The first star is called Kritika. Kritika today. Agnirnaha pata kritika nakshatram devamindriyam idamasam vichakshanam havirahan jyotana yasya vandirashmayo yasya keta yasema vishvam bhuvanani sarva sakrutikam abhiravi samadana agrena deva suvite savite dadatu swaha kritika 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 nagyadraya idam nama we do today dharana of 27 stars and their husband Chandra Darshana. Ready, lie down. Very important dharana. These are very important dharanas. Live your body free, 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 free. Free. salutation to start Hriday Ostagrate all my reverence, all my gratitude to you for giving this wonderful universe in which born are human. How lucky I am. Hestagratika gently, gently, and dark front and back, let I let Odam Heradam Bojayami Revane Nayadram Pusharevatya Nweti Panta Starevati, friendly star, always you are that warmthness Pushtivati, Pashubhavaja Bhastva Ketekara every spaces Imani Hauya Prayata Jushana Yanairuva Yata Yadnam Shudran Bayun Rayatureva Tina Ketekara demons, animals, a protecting star, kindly bless me. You are caretaker of all my health, protector of the health. Agavono Ashwam Anvetu Pusha Annam Rakshantau Gevara Pauna Gevara Fu Estareva protect me, बहुधानि रूपम् वाजं धनुदां यजमानाय यज्ञं यज्ञं स्वाहा रेवती नयद्राय इदं नमः all my reverence, all my gratitude, O star, O angel, Revati, protect me, help me in removing fire within me, Gently, gently, and I'll come. Rela, rela, and I for gently, gently, and I bro, and I laid, and I Nedro. Indoya, Indoya, Magan Run, Dan, Dan, Kana, Adam, Adam, Kana, Uyayami, gently, 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 unto no, and I know down, down, nadigam, udayame, bharane. Nagadram Istabarane Apapapmanam Bharane Bharantu whatever karma star, let me enjoy the Dhyamo Raja Bhagavan which is done. Agastya Rajamato endurance the quality of yogi king. Give me strength to endure stubbornly. Panta bhayam runatu yasminnayadneyama ediraya yasminnenavabhyajanjanta neva. Somebody let me chant my dear present. May I practice avapamanam bharane bharanto. May I burn my karma swaha bharanenaya draya edam namama. Respect I adore. Hey angel star Bharani, hey mother Bharani. Bharani gently, 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 and I no, 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 re, shubham. And I'm gently, gently, and I and I gently, 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 and I and re la re la re la re and gently and I forearm and I forearm and I alarum and I finger day and dara and dara onam bam pujayami gently on the throne and I throne and I throne down 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 down. Grivam grivam galam pujayami gently and down and I revocate out and I rababa let and I made ballet gently and Adamin and Amen and I love and I see Kadambujayami and I see Ladanai Adanam Yami and I and I drunk and ban up the down and I gently, 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 into thy join. Gelam Udam Pujayami. Gently, 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 and thy alera down. Gently, 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 gently. Kelam Urayami. Gently, gently, into thy and thy Odam Uram Uram Urayami. Gently, 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 and I and I vole jang ran ba. Gently, 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 Gulva Uncle and gently, 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 and I soul Father Manzana Anya Deja Prashagna Prarane Rudraya Tante Jaraya Edham Namama. All other stars, all other angels, may we reverence, oh angel, give us strength to stay protected, to stay connected, to achieve world of singularity. May your husband moon, 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 moon. calm down, may cool down, may remove my entropy. Hey Lord Moon, I adore you, I revere you. You always cool, 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 cool. Always calm and quiet. Hey moon, new moon, let me be like you to end darkness, to be born smiling, staying calm, staying calm, staying quiet. Hey Lord Moon, planet Moon, I adore you. You are my inspiration. Oh Lord Moon, may you guide me to stay cool. आप्यायस्व समेतु ते विश्वातसोमवृणेयं भववाजस्य सङ्गदे असुमे सोमो अब्रवीदं दर्वेश्वानि वेदजा टुरे सिंगलारेटे टुरे सुपब्लुयेटे टुरे स्टेल्ल टुरे अग्निञ्जवेश्वशम्भुवामा पज वेश्वबेजि May my journey in the white gold never ending. May I touch upon even horizon to make journey black hole. Sahasrayara parame vyomansva adidevata pratyadidevata Sahita Chandragrayedam Namama Asya Yajamanasya Chandragraha dosho nedosho asu Chandragraha Priyadam May you bless, may we be lucky enough to be blessed to earn your compassion. O moon, may we conduct to please you. May you protect us to achieve singularity. Gently, gently, soul in soul, and I lay Purnam Jaridam Byaduran and I learn and I learn. From Devado, gently, 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 gently. On the and I'm on and praying Randan da 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 head to and I'm on and feeling like feeling like feeling lie, 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 failing. Gently, gently moving your feet, freeing your leg, freeing your leg. Gently, gently moving your leg up and down, bringing your hands onto the joy in your palm, joy in your hand, rubbing your bum, raising your knee, moving your knee, bringing your seat. Gently, gently rubbing your palm, hugging your eye. Open your eyes inside your palm. Gently, gently rubbing your face. Open your hands, open your eyes. Gently, gently bringing your hand back onto chest. Gently, 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 gently crossing fingers, crossing your hand, stretching your arms behind you, moving your neck left and right, moving your knee, bringing your gently, 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 raising your neck, breathing your arm, bringing your arm into run beside trunk, turning down, moving shoulders up and down. Gently, gently moving your arm and down, pressing forearm, elbow, raising your neck, raising your trunk. Trikodasanam. Gently, gently, Trikodasanam, moving your knee, praying you sit, moving your run and ma, praying your neck. Gently, 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 gently. Pressing your arm, raising your tongue, sitting, keeping your arm behind you. Moving your run down, sitting on behind you, freeing you and moving your run down, freeing you and gently, gently stretching your legs into front, moving your feet, moving your way, ring your leg, gently, gently welcoming Grishma Rutu. Humid summer, welcome, welcome. I will be careful, careful to conduct, oh summer, oh summer. Kindly bless me to stay healthy, to stay happy, to stay happy. Oh Lord, bless my student, bless the world, welcome summer to skip healthy, to stay healthy. May Lord bless your family. May the Grishma, may bless your spouse, may the Dhamma, may bless your parents, grandparents, may the Dhamma, may bless your children, grandchildren, to stay alive. Grishmam, Grishmam, Garishmam, may the Dhamma bless your sibling to stay alone and be. Oh Samma, may you bless my student relative to stay healthy, to never oh Samma, may you bless their friend. May Samma bless your friend to stay healthy, to stay happy. May Lord Samma, may bless your colleague to stay healthy, to stay happy. Samma. May you bless community continent to the happy. May you bless country my student country to may Samma, may Lord Samma, may you bless my student world within him, outside him. May you bless world within to stay connected to the world outside. May Lord Samma, may Lord Moon, may you bless us to stay cool, calm, quiet, to stay happy, to be at peace. May peace prevail, may peace prevail, may peace produce, may peace percolate. Om Shanti. May you have good evening. May you have good evening. Glancing moon, new life, new mind pervading smiling, smiling, may you have good morning. New season, always be season. You are good morning, good season. May you have good day. Deya Chandra Daryana glancing outside the moon. May you lie down above in eternality, singularity. Namaste. There's a welcoming Chandra Darshana, sight of moon day, sight of new beginning, singularity, to have the best of eternality, singularity. May all the stars, all the angels, may all those beautiful wives and their beautiful husband, moon, may be kind to bless you. All health, all prosperity, all protection to attain the singularity. May the sun, Buddha, wisdom dawn upon you. May you lead your life with Buddha, led by wisdom, led by the Buddha.